This is where we have to hold ourselves accountable, okay? If you are a marriage-minded woman, it doesn't matter the race of the man at all. A marriage-minded woman is going to get married, okay? It doesn't matter what race of man she gets married to. She's going to get married because it's in her mind. She's not here to play games. She's not here to date. She's not here to lust. She's not here to have flings. She wants to get married, and she will make it clear immediately. And if the man that she's with is not about that, he will be gone. She will leave him. She will move on until she finds someone that wants to be married. Zendaya doesn't seem to hang around the same circles as certain Black women in Hollywood who have been making these negative choices when it comes to having babies out of wedlock. Maybe I'm not even attracted to a marriage-minded man. Do I even have the mindset of a wife to be married and to attract a marriage-minded man? Get the wife mindset ebook below. It is free. Proverbs 31. There are other people who are immigrating over here who don't care anything about any of that stuff that we as Black Americans are paying attention to. They see that we have a big, strong baby mama culture. We have all these people having babies out of wedlock in our community, and we don't think anything of it. Actress Zendaya, she recently apparently has got engaged to her Spider-Man co-star, Tom Holland. They've been dating for a long time, and somebody sent out a tweet after they found out about the engagement and said, see, Zendaya got a ring before a baby. And that made a lot of people either upset with that tweet or they were happy with that tweet. A lot of people were saying, that's right, marry before you carry. First comes love, then marriage, then a baby and a baby carriage. That's how it's always been. That's how it should be. Stop uplifting toxic culture. And then other people was like, let's just congratulate a woman regardless of her life choices. Let's not put down Black women who have had babies first. Let's not, people live their lives the way they want to live their lives. So something like that started off a firestorm. But one thing we're not understanding is Zendaya is doing it right. And the reason why she's doing it right, and first of all, a lot of Black people, specifically Black women, love Zendaya. It's like she can't do no wrong. She is a beautiful girl. She's very loved by a lot of Black women in the Black community. I don't really see anybody saying anything negative about her. She is a Black woman, and she's biracial as well. And I think she's a good representation or a role model, especially now that she's getting engaged before she's having a baby. I think that's great because you're seeing all these other Black girls like Sky Jackson, Naomi Osaka, Haley Bailey. You see all these other Black women who are having babies before they get married. And then when it comes to Zendaya, you see how Zendaya is, saying, I'm not going that route. And I think it's because she had good parents. Zendaya was raised by both her mother and father. Now, her mother and father are not together now. However, her father has been very active in her life. It is not a situation where some of these other women that I've talked about, where their fathers are not, that are getting pregnant, their fathers are not there and they were raised in a single mother home. You see her happy with her father. You see her on red carpets with both her parents. I mean, they give the illusion that they're a perfect, happy family, which I know they're not. But the father is involved in Zendaya's life. And I believe, and the stats show, that when a father is active and involved in his daughter's life, she is less likely to make bad decisions relationship-wise. She's less likely to be a baby mama. She's less likely to, have premarital sex early in life. She's less likely to suffer from depression, anxiety. She's less likely to have a baby out of wedlock, all that stuff. And her father is very active in her life. And I think that has something to do with it. And apparently her boyfriend asked her father the traditional way for her hand in marriage. And as you can see clearly from reports, she said yes and he said yes. And so we have to stop acting like having a two-parent married home isn't conducive to a better life. Doing things God's way isn't conducive to a better life. And in the case of Zendaya's parents, although her parents are not together, they have been able to parent very, very well. And despite their differences, they come together, they seem to be friendly, and her father has been super active in her career and everything that she's doing. And I think that is why she's going down a better path than Sky Jackson, than Naomi Osaka, than all of these other people whose parents are in and out of their lives, or they coming from broken homes, or maybe even the environment of, the baby mama world and culture is getting them. I think also Zendaya doesn't seem to hang around the same circles as certain Black women in Hollywood who have been making these negative choices when it comes to having babies out of wedlock. I haven't really seen many pictures of Zendaya with, you know, a Haley Bailey or a Naomi Osaka or certain people that a Sky Jackson or certain. I haven't really seen that many pictures or heard anything of them being lifelong friends or anything like that. You know, I don't really know who her friends are, and she keeps her life private, and that's great. But I do know that her mindset is a wife, because she's saying, I'd rather be a wife before I get pregnant. And that's a great mindset. And I think that's a great role model for Black young girls to look up to. Because so many other Black women are doing it the opposite. And she's like, no, I'm going to get married first. And, you know, I heard somebody say, well, you know, she got married because she was with a white man and Black men don't believe in marriage. That's, first of all, if you are a marriage-minded woman, this is where we have to hold ourselves accountable, okay? If you are a marriage-minded woman, it doesn't matter the race of the man at all. A marriage-minded woman is going to get married, okay? It doesn't matter who she, like what race of man she gets married to. She's going to get married because it's in her mind. She's not here to play games. She's not here to date. She's not here to lust. She's not here to have flings. She wants to get married, and she will make it clear immediately. And if the man that she's with is not about that, he will be gone. She will leave him. She will move on until she finds someone that wants to be married. So we have to stop sitting here and blaming men for all of our problems sometimes. We need to say, listen, maybe I'm not attracting the right man. Maybe I'm not even attracted to a marriage-minded man. Do I even have the mindset of a wife to be married and to attract a marriage-minded man? Get the wife mindset ebook below. It is free. It is very short read. Right? We can't just say, oh, it's Black man's fault or this person's fault. No. If you are a woman who is, you know, in a 21st century woman living in America, you have a lot of freedoms, and you have the freedom to choose if you want to be a wife or not. You have the freedom to know if you're going to have premarital sex, and you have the freedom to know if you're going to have a child, and you have the freedom to get married. And if you're choosing everything other than getting married, you can't say it's a man's fault. A man will only do what you allow him to do. So if you allow him to have sex with you without a ring, he's going to do that. If you allow him to have a baby with you without a ring, he's going to do that. But if you say, no, my boundaries are, no, you're not crossing my boundaries. I want to be married before I have sex, or I want to be married before I have a child, then the man that is a husband, he will respect that and do it. And anyone else, they will leave you alone quickly. Once they know that you are serious, they will be gone because they don't want to deal with you. They want something that's easy. They don't want a commitment. Don't even be upset if men leave once you tell them, I want to be married. Good. Let them go so you can open yourself up for the right man. So it's not Black men's fault. It's not men's fault. It's Black women. We need to make sure we have the right standards and we're attracting the right man.